So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zhenqian Xue, and a postdoc in Dr. Chen's group. And by receiving an urgent notification, I'm here to present his work on behalf of him. So today, I'd like to give a topic about the AI big models in the oil and gas industry. So currently, our research group is focusing on these three topics, including the study of steam and steam solvent injection processes for oil recovery, especially for the heavy oil and bitumen. And the second is to incorporate artificial intelligence and machine learning applications. And the third one is to use in other areas such as geothermal energy and CCUS. So for the AI and machine learning applications, depending on the data used, this model can be divided into three kinds of models. So if we have abundant data, we can generate a data-driven model, which is a black box, which means we have no idea about how this model to understand the data. And if we have limited data, we can generate a data and a physics-driven model, which is a gray box. And if we don't have any data can be used, we would like to generate a physical-driven model, which is a transparent box. So here is a diagram of showing how the big data or the data-driven model works. And this kind of data models can be used for the oil and gas industry for wide applications, including the reservoir exploration, the reservoir production, the petroleum pipelines, the new energy generation, and the CCUS. So in our group, we have used the data-driven model for the reservoir characterization and description. And one of our colleagues has used the hybrid framework for the reservoir characterization using the data mining, and also the prediction for the permeability and porosity of oil reservoirs. Besides, we also used it to automatically identify the oil and gas formations, which are shown in the two works. And the data-driven model can be also used for accelerate the reservoir simulation, including the solutions of linear and nonlinear systems, and the phase package calculations, and the history matching and optimization. For example, our college has used the AN to assist the two-phase flash calculations for isothermal and thermal compositional simulations. And we also done some works in the production prediction in the areas of water flooding, chemical flooding, and SAGD processes. And we also have some applications in the geothermal energy and the pipeline defect detection. So for example, we have used the data-driven model to predict the heat recovery of a geothermal reservoir and generate an AI-based optimization tool for determining the optimal working strategy. And this is also my work, so if you have any questions, I can give you detailed answers. And we also use the machine learning methods to predict the pipeline safety and the remaining life, which are shown in the following two works. And here are our works on the CCUS, including the reservoir simulator for large-scale CO2 geological storage modeling, and a combined neural network predicting approach for CO2 enhanced shale gas recovery, and the impact of pressurization-induced capillary pressure fluctuation on geological CO2 storage, as well as the work on the underground gas storage. So next, I will give a detailed introduction about our work on physical-informed spatial temporal AI model. And in this slide, in this model, the physical knowledge or the PDE equations are embedded into loss functions, and the equations are incorporated into network structures. And I will not introduce too much about the methodology, but I will introduce more about the results when compared to the data-driven models. So first, this physical informed model has a higher noise immunity compared to data-driven methods. So we all know that when we grab the data from the field operations, there will always come with the noise. So when the noise increases in data-driven models, the prediction accuracy is getting worse. But in our physical informed model, even though the noise increased by 4 times, this model can also provide a promising accuracy. And the second one is our model has a lower data dependency. And we also know that data is an invaluable asset right now. So, but it's the most significant part for the data-driven model. As we can see on the left, so on the left we can see that with the data number decreases, the data-driven model performance is getting worse. So you can see here in this figure. And in our physical informed model, even though the number of the data decreased by 100 times, the prediction accuracy is also at a high level. And the third one is our physical informed model has a stronger transfer learning. So as the permeability prediction as an example, with the approach decreases, the data-driven model is the performance of the data-driven model is getting worse. But in our physical informed model, it will have a stable and high accuracy in the predictions when the approaches are different. And it can be also used for predicting in the different complex systems. For example, when the 10 fractures are created in the reservoir, and this model can provide around like 98% of R-square value in the predictions. And even though the fractures grows up to 40 in the reservoir, the R-square value will also have a high value, about 93%. So this model can also be like directly used in different companies' systems. And this physical model can be also used for the wheel optimization. So by adding the particle swarm algorithm, this model can directly do the wheel optimization processes, showing on the left. So with the iteration increases, the cumulative oil production is increased. And when the oil production reaching the highest, the optimized wheel will determine. And the oil rate of each wheel will be determined also. And lastly, our model has also the ability to, in the area of history mapping, especially from the 1D model to 3D models, and always with the very high and promising accuracy. So based on the data-driven model results and the physical informed model results, we also wanted to ask, what are the challenges of the AI applications in current petroleum industry? So it should be the poor generalization ability. And the wonderful solution is to generate a big AI model in this area by integrating the data, AI, and the knowledge. So I will further introduce another AI works on the GAIA models, which is both data and knowledge-driven AI big models. So in this model, we grab the data from exploration, the production, and operation data and grab the knowledge from publications, books, and experts, and put this data and knowledge into our AI algorithm to generate these big models. And this model will have wide applications in the oil and gas industry, including the petrol physics, the logging, the development, and the business. And currently, we have done the model construction for the logging part, and I will show the details. So first, we grab the log data from 300 wells, and by splitting them into training and testing and validating state, the model training and model testing will be proceed. And for example, part of the well log is from Duvernay Shale gas reservoir, and we translate the log data into density, neutron, sound wave, resistivity, gamma, and vertical curve, and used for further model training and testing. So to simplify describe our Gaia model, this model is contains two modules. The first module is the big model on the top with like the red color, and the second module is the adapter on the bottom with the gray color. And to validate our Gaia model, we did two tests. The one is the ablation test, and the other one is the compression test. So in the first test, we compare our Gaia model with the large model only and the adapt only model. So in specific, the large model only, we change the adapter by fully connected layer. And in the adapter only model, we change the big model on the top by a fully connected layer. So the purpose of this test is used to validate the significance or the contributions of these two modules in our Gaia model. And in the second test, we compare our Gaia model with the domain model and the GPT-2. So domain model is a well-accepted small model for predicting the well log. And the GPT-2 is an open source big model usually using for validating the performance of a big model. So how about the results of the test? So when comparing the large model only, our Gaia model shows the MAE error centered in lower values and with an average error decrease by 35%, which means the adapter part in our model is very important. It can improve our model accuracy. And when compared to the adapt-only model, the average error decrease is around 70%, which means the large model part in our Gaia model is very significant. And in the comparison test, when compared to the domain model, we have our model can present an average error decrease by like 35%. And this value is around 44% in the comparison with the GPT-2 model. So which means, based on the results in the first test, we can confidently say that by combining the large model and the adapter in our Gaia model, our model can provide a promising accuracy in the predictions. And in the second test, by comparing the results with the GPT-2 and the domain model, we are very confident to say that our Gaia model is better than the general small model and will accept the big model. So here is the source code demo about our Gaia model, including the pre-treatment module, the training module, and the validation part. And here is the well logs analysis demo about our Gaia model. So in summary, the capability of the air models have a log linear relationship with the number of model parameters and the amounts of data and computing power. And the tens of thousands of GPU cards are required to train models with hundreds of billions of parameters, which therefore underscoring the great potential of AI big models, which is AI is the core driving force for a new round of scientific and technological breakthrough in the oil and gas industry. So thanks for your attention. So I'm very happy to answer the questions about the geothermal work, but for other inquiries, Dr. Chen is very happy and available to respond to you via the email. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Great job helping Dr. Chen to present this material. Any questions? Oh, I have a comment. Really good. I just saw one that you mentioned about the knowledge, where you have publications and you actually would have the AI model going to the internet to look for papers and publications in support of certain theoretical concept or something. It was.
You mean
There was a slide showing, going across, showing that you have the knowledge, you have the AI model, you have the data. Yeah, so is this how you're doing it? You actually go to literature search using the AI data and then the physics-based model to build something?
Yeah, we will like to grab the knowledge from the domain, and we also grab some data from the field, the result simulation or something like that, and add the AI algorithms to generate this big AI model. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very important because from one of the tight oil, whatever formation testing, there are lots of people at the exhibition saying, yeah, there's AI, there's data-driven, there's physics-driven, there's also expertise and knowledge-driven as well. That combination is quite strong and powerful. Yeah. And with your algorithm, however you're going to have that set up, it's going to be useful, as you mentioned, not only on oil and gas, it's also on geothermal exploration and production optimization, CCUS as well. This is really good. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Any further questions? If not, once again, thank you for joining us in the presentation.